Hi everybody, it's Mr. Alqamoussi. Today we are going to be introducing and talking about the 8 parts of speech. We use words and language to construct and communicate ideas, and our languages are made up of words. We combine different types of words to come up with sentences which express complete meanings. The 8 parts of speech describe each of the categories of words that we use to communicate our ideas. So let's take a look at each of these 8 parts of speech. Let's begin with the first one, nouns. Nouns describe people, places, things, or ideas. In these examples, a noun can describe a person, such as Anita, a place, such as a forest, an animal, such as an elephant, or things, such as a telephone. Nouns can also describe ideas, like love or anger. But sentences not only describe things, they also describe what things are doing. Actions are called verbs. Verbs are words that show action or states of being. All action words, like climb, run, play, they are verbs and describing the actions taking place. Verbs can also describe states of being, like is, was, or will be. Now that we know nouns and verbs, let's look at the other 2 parts of speech that build upon nouns and verbs. Beginning with an adjective, sometimes a noun doesn't tell us enough about what the thing is. In order to more specify a noun, we use adjectives to describe them. For example, if I am looking at a forest, maybe saying forest is not enough to describe the noun that I'm trying to portray. So I may use an adjective like green forest, or lush forest, or humid forest to further describe my noun. These descriptive words are called adjectives. Sometimes verbs also require further description, and to do this, we use adverbs. Adverbs describe verbs. In this example here, you see a number of verbs in pink and descriptive phrases called adverbs further describing them. These help us to specify how an action takes place. Now that we have examined the first 4 main parts of speech, let's examine the next 4. A pronoun is a word or phrase that takes the place of a noun. For example, words like he, she, it, they, all take the place of nouns in sentences. This helps when we don't want to keep repeating the same noun over and over. Instead of repeating it, we can replace it with a pronoun. Next is preposition. Prepositions are words that show relationships between nouns or objects. They tell us where the nouns are in relationship to each other. A good way to help us understand prepositions is this example here. We see a green ball in a box. Any way you describe the ball in relation to the box is a preposition. The ball may be in the box, on the box, under the box, between the box, and so on. Any way that we are describing the relationship between these 2 objects is the use of a preposition. But now that we have all these nouns and pronouns and verbs and adjectives and so on, all jumbled together in a sentence, how do we connect them into meaningful ideas? For this we employ conjunctions. A conjunction is a linking word or phrase that connects other words, phrases, and clauses. These are some of the most common examples of conjunctions. One way to remember most of the most common examples is to remember the acronym FANBOYS. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so are all conjunctions. And last but not least, when we want to add a little oomph to our sentences, we can always use an interjection. An interjection is a word that expresses an emotion or a feeling, usually capitalized with an exclamation point. Hey, yuck, ouch, wow are all interjections, used most commonly in the beginning or at the end of sentences to express emotions or feelings. Defining parts of speech may not be enough. We now need to look at the millions of sentences that come together that employ these 8 parts of speech to create the meanings in the language that we use together every day. Thank you for watching.